welcome. This is my video. I will be talking about how to be healthy, happy, and high. So, energy wise, we are in this situation of coronavirus where our health, happiness, and the feeling of high with energy is actually at a critical situation, and we don't feel like that right now. That's because we see that how health of people are deteriorating. They're not only deteriorating, people are dying, and there's a lot of crisis. So we are not happy, we are complaining, we are feeling agitated, panicky, and we are not feeling high energy wise. We are giving in. I'll use the term giving in to the low vibrations of panic and complaining, criticism, or maybe a sense of fear, which is the lowest vibration. Sense of fear is the lowest vibration. So, here in my video, I'm not only talking about how to be physically healthy and keep yourself quarantined and clean and hygienic and all that stuff, which is the vital parts. We here are going to discuss about how to keep your mind and energy also at high spirits, clean, a lot of clarity to come. So, first of all, in this video, as we know, in this like as we are more and more educated, we are finding out that it is not only physical health that is important, mental health is very important, and uh, energetically in spirituality we see energy health is the foremost important. So in a way they are all connected. It's like this is the physical body, then we have a mental body, and then we have an energy body. So if we can keep our energy body in high spirits, our mental body and our physical body in tune with that, we can actually become healthy, positive, and happy. Just like that, if we keep our energy lot more positive and higher energy. Second, if you don't do that, if we keep our mental body or the mental energy positive and at high vibration, you have seen a lot that people with a lot of positive energy, positive mind, they are very strong. They can face a lot more difficulties, they can come out of cancer, they can come out of a lot of health problems, they can beat a lot of adversities in life, relationship problems very easily if they're mentally very strong. So that we know that, right? So even if you cannot relate with the spiritual sense of energetically being strong, you can at least realize the mental strength that is so important. And when we are mentally strong, we can actually create strength in our body. For example, even uh, doing yoga, or doing, if you are gymming, or if you make this point of going out for a morning walk, it requires a lot of mental strength, right? If you're not mentally strong, one day you'll do it and the next day you will not. So it takes a lot of mental strength to do that. So physically you can gain control over yourself if you have a strong mind, and physically, if you are strong, you are strong physically. Okay, but if you are strong physically, it doesn't happen vice versa. If you're strong physically, it does not mean you will be mentally strong, and if you're mentally strong, it does not mean you'll be energetically strong. So in my video, I'll be focusing on how to become energetically strong, so that energy can seep in to becoming mentally strong and physically strong. So let's say this is high vibration frequency of being healthy, happy, and high. A lot of high energy vibrating, positiveness, a lot of feeling of epiphanies and discoveries, and your mind is fully, optimally in their highest potential, where you can grasp a lot of insight, and also like you feel that you are much more clear and positive. So that is high frequency. Whereas a low frequency over here is the feeling of deprivation, fear, anxiety, panic, depression. And so that is the low frequency. Also criticism and complaints. So in this situation of coronavirus, because people are feeling the disparity of life, how easily, how fragile our life is, and they're seeing deaths happening all over the world, and every day in our news feed, in our news channels, in the newspaper, everywhere, and due to this a lot of social media and platforms and media that is there, which is all that's very crucial for letting the world know how everything is happening, is also affecting us when it's very negative. It is negative in the sense we are seeing every single day how many deaths happen, how many people got affected by coronavirus, how people are crying and how people are out of resources, and how the poor will beat it, and how we will face this situation, what will happen to us, what will happen. So a lot of fear and everything is creeping in into a mind and creating the low frequency vibration throughout the world. And because we are not mentally and energetically taking charge of ourselves, and we are not conscious of it, we are seeping in to that low vibration. Even though we are very strong beings and we are the creators, we we are unconsciously seeping into that energy of anxiety, panic, depression, uh, deprivation, and complaining and criticism. A lot of energy is being lost by that. The energy which we could have used for doing something productive, or even just mentally being here in peace of mind, keeping ourselves healthy, keeping ourselves quarantined, washing our hands and everything, doing our part and being in peace of mind and having a clear brain, clear head at that time, is actually a lot more energetically high. And if you create that, somebody else can tap into it, and we can also create a wave of positive vibration. So in my video I am going to consciously create this and tell you the tools, as you are all creators of vibrations, creators. You can consciously create this energy within you, and people in your family, your neighbors, your atmosphere can actually tap into this positive energy. Okay, so when we see our death so close, what is the point dying in fear, right? Let's do it positively. Let's create positiveness, that and in this positivity people can actually heal, this world can actually heal, humanity can heal. And people who are working day in and day out, the doctors, the government, they are trying their best to recover people. They can also seep into this positivity, and they can actually work better. So I am very grateful to them, and I believe we can actually assist in the process of healing humanity and creating a lot more immunity, becoming more strong physically, mentally, and energetically by becoming energetically, mentally, and physically strong. So it was a post that I saw in Facebook and in social media, that Isaac Newton, when he was in house arrest during plague, the situation of plague crisis had struck the world. He was at house arrest, and just like us right now in quarantine due to coronavirus. So that was also a crisis at that period of time. Um, Health circumstances was a huge issue, and there was vast mortality. So we he created, or rather discovered, the force of gravity during this process, during this time of plague. Okay, So just imagine a person, he was so much in high spirits that he could his mind was so much more broad and clear with his perspective that he could have the strength to tap into the energy, to the positive and high energy of discovering something, okay, giving some sort of a huge knowledge to this world and to humanity. So that, and let's, like, we all know that gravity is like like that's like the most vital discovery that was done, one of the most vital discoveries, and after which so many discoveries that followed on the basis of the law of gravity. So uh, just imagine how positive and how energetically strong he was. And let's also, and it's not that only Isaac Newton can do it, he was one of us, he was one human being like us, right? And there are so many people around the world who are so much more knowledgeable. We are doing PhD, we are doing doctors, we are engineers, economists, artists, musicians, yoga teachers. There's so many wide variety of people. We are filled with so much of knowledge, we are filled with so much of skill. We can also tap into this energy, and with our skill and energy create an impact through this time of self retrospection and consciously creating a high vibration. We can also do something where the humanity can benefit from, the nature can benefit from, and first of all we can benefit from. Okay, so this video is all about using this time to do something positive, to consciously ask ourselves how are we feeling, and our response will come from our mind, or energetically we'll feel, oh my god, what's going to happen to us. So sense of fear, very moment we can consciously take a decision of doing something productive. For example, learn a foreign language during this time. Learn, if you are into, like, I'm an economic student, so for me, or there are many engineers and there's a lot of data science that's happening, so you can learn some courses, go through some courses online to inculcate some skills of data analytics or data science or something. Or maybe you like to art, you like to play an instrument, or you like to sing, maybe take up a course online, maybe practice with your, open your drawing books, open your instrument, dust it out and play some strums, and maybe create one music, create an create a new painting. Just don't copy, just don't focus on the vibration that is there. Create a vibration, create a sense of positiveness, okay, something positive that we can tap onto. And when you create something, we are actually aligning ourselves with the creator's vibration. When we align ourselves with the creator's vibration, there is a lot of epiphany that is going to come within you and people around you. People's mental blockages are going to get scattered out, and people are going to feel your energy when they see the sound, see the picture, or they hear the sound that you have created. If you create with a feeling of positiveness and a sense of healing, you can actually do it. We are naturally all healers in this planet. For example, these plants around me, they are natural healers. If you just sit with them, you can feel the healing energy coming. Similarly, all creation, all life force has a sense of healing, but as they do it unconsciously, we can do it consciously at times when the world needs it. We can consciously create a spirit of positiveness and higher energy and sense of healing. Okay, so in our prayers, in our energy, in our conscious effort, let's create a frequency of health, happiness, and high energy. Okay, namaskaram. Thank you. God bless.